Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Gonna be starting another video, kind of leading off of the last one that I made. We're gonna be working on the charger again. This time we're gonna be taking the dash completely apart and hopefully getting it pretty well sanded down and try to paint it today. We will see how far we're gonna get. The reason I keep looking over is because that's where the dash is at. We kind of made a makeshift table. That way it's gonna help us. I'm gonna try to get this angled on there as good as I can. And this time, instead of having to deal with shakiness like what you just had, I ended up actually going out and buying a really cheap stand from Walmart. It was only 20 bucks, so figured why not. Maybe it'll help the videos out. So, all right, here we go. All right, so as you can see, our lovely stand. Gonna help Dad move the dash over now. So, sure. There we go. So what we're gonna start off doing is getting all of this wiring out of here. It's already been mostly unplugged from everything. Plus, this old of a car, usually plugs only go to one spot. So you don't really have to worry about trying to figure out where everything is at. One thing I do know is that the defrost and everything like that is going to have to come out the front. Well, I guess instead of talking about it, we get started and try to pull some wiring out. All right, so we got all the sanding done. You're gonna have to deal with a little bit of shakiness because I'm holding the phone right now. But we're gonna throw some rust fix on it, and then we're gonna do a satin color on it, which is actually one of the factory. We just thought it'd go really well with the silver. They did not do a very thick coat on this from the factory. It went through pretty easily in a lot of spots. And yeah, it looks like it's ground up a lot more than it actually is in person. But rub the hand all the way through it and you can't feel anything. So we're gonna throw rust fix on it first, which is, it converts rust into primer and everything. Kind of just helps seal it. So gonna do that really quick. Kind of trying to rush through the video right now because my phone is filling up with storage. And yeah, I've been trying to delete a lot of stuff that I don't need, but it just keeps catching back up. So here we go. All right, we're back after like 30 seconds. As you can see up in there, that rust fix is kind of turning a little black. We spread it over everything, so it's still a little wet. Now this right here, we were gonna test out the satin black we got. This thing, it's supposed to be one of their new fancy dancies. And went to go pull the trigger and it shoots out the side as well as forward. So not really atomizing the paint very well. So that's what we got on there. And we're like, nope, we're just gonna wait, take it back to Walmart, get a new one. So we are actually done for the night because it is close to 10 o'clock. My dad has to work in the morning. So there's another nice shot of the Charger. And yeah, that's pretty much how you tear apart a dash. All right, so it's actually been a couple of days since last time we recorded. And as you can see, my dad got a little impatient and didn't really want to record it, but he ended up taking apart the one cluster to try and clean it. And we found out a couple of the gauges have been shorted out and everything. But for the most part, he's got it taken apart. We just wanted to get it clean. We are going to use some parts out of this one to try and make one good one. But if you look at the dash, you can see that rust fix on there. It turned it black and everything. Just kind of helped out in a couple of spots where it was rusty, but now it's pretty decent. So, but one thing we did find out after, I will put in a nice little clip right now of something my dad did record after he did, was ended up going and buying a pretty nice shelf to put a lot of the Charger parts on. There's a little shot of Cocoa. Back to what I was saying. We put in a part of the video.
All cleaned out. I got all the parts out of it. Vacuumed it out. It actually doesn't look too bad. But the patch job that I asked for is not what I got. They put Oldsmobile floor pans in it. So we're gonna tear those back out and redo them and then see what we want to do about this floor here. So I got it pretty much vacuumed out pretty good. I don't know if we should replace it. It's pretty solid, but I don't know. I'll discuss that with the boys, see what they want to do. I think we should leave it the way it is and just fill it in, get rid of the rust. You know, the floor's not terribly bad, but I think it'd be pretty smart just to leave it there, you know, because it's really not in bad shape. You know, I don't know. I'll discuss it with the kids, you know, and my youngest is the welder, you know, so I don't know. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
something my dad recorded after he cleaned out the inside of the car. All the parts are over there. And he vacuumed it out. And we had floor pan patches put in, right? Well, we found out something really shitty about it. They are actually for a Oldsmobile that they kind of massaged in here, as you can see by the hammer marks up in there. And we were not aware of this when we picked up the car or anything like that, and they did not cut out any part of the rust in here. They just put some silicone down, as you can see around the floor patches, and tried to glue these ones to it. Now, this may have worked, except for there is a almost 2-inch gap underneath this floor pan, or these floor pans, to the actual floor pan itself. And with that, we can no longer fit the 4-speed hub in there. We'd have to cut it all up and everything just to try to get it to mount up correctly. And then we wouldn't know if it was in the exact spot until we went to go put the 4-speed in. Other than that, on these cars, the floor pedal actually mounts to the floor, and then the top part is what pushes down to pull the cable back for the throttle. So after we were doing that, we were doing a little bit more looking around at the floors to see what else we needed to do. And you can see this little light hole right here on the video. And that's a hole. That is a rust hole. Not supposed to be there. So we're like, hell, we have to replace up there anyway, so we are probably going to get a whole new front floor to put in here. Probably going to take a little while to do. But we found them for about $300 for the whole front. And then if we can't find just patches, we're going to buy the whole back piece here and then cut out the patches that we need from it. That way, if we ever need anything back here, we will have it later on. But as you can see, it's really pitted in here and everything. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer that the guy we had to do the work on it did that, but it is what it is. We're gonna let bygones be bygones and everything. So there's that. A little better shot of the floors. But yeah, Dad over here cleaning the cluster. So
I'm gonna have to do something to clean these up.
we can get some plastic polish.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I have some over there for like headlights and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and don't worry, he is not using the brake parts cleaner on any of this anymore. So, and by that, I mean he actually sprayed a little bit on there. Kind of messed up the 70-mile-an-hour marker, but not a big deal. So, but, in the next video, we are probably going to hang the dash up, hang it from one of the rafters or whatnot. As you can see, we already have a chain hanging there, and get it painted. Like I said, we're going to do a satin black on it. So, but that is going to be it for this video. Yeah, so a little bit disheartening, but we are going to stick it out. We're going to get through it. We're going to redo it. And it's going to be awesome because we ended up doing it together, and that's all that matters, right? So if you want to see more of the Charger, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification button, and if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And have a great day. Thanks.